At Bell 7246. Said like deployed.
Thank you. Hi, Bells.
At Bell 7246. Said how wheeling.
She's, her throat's still messed up. She's still in a lot of pain. They're gonna discharge her no matter what anyway into a care living facility rehab thingy instead of keeping her in the hospital. We had a fight, and that was
At Bell 7246.
completely unnecessary. And
said when?
Probably tomorrow, I think, if not very, very, very soon. It may be far away and may be difficult to see her because of not being able to afford gas. I don't know. It's what happens when you're on fucking government income and insurance.
At Bell 7246. Said I'm sorry buddy.
Yeah, I know, me too. And of course, I'm losing my fucking mind because I don't do well alone anyway, but, you know. I gotta be alone for God knows how long. The house is empty, the bed's empty. I don't want to sleep because the bed's just empty. It smells like her and I can't have her. It's just fucked all the way around. She's still in a lot of pain. They're gonna push her out anyway. Thank you. Appreciate it.
At Bell 7246. Said I'll be praying for you both. At Bell 7246. Said watching the Knicks be back.
Okay. Works. God damn it. God damn it.
Shit.
At HWP_Js._ND9. Said good luck, have fun. Dookie will be in and out.
Yeah, thank you. Great. Thanks a lot, asshole. Appreciate that. Slow ass in my fucking way. God damn it! Take that fucking turn. Jesus. Fine.
At speed kills 85. Said Jesus, can't you go any faster? Face with raised eyebrow.
No, I guess not. How you doing, CJ?
At speed kills 85. Said grinning face with sweat, good enough answer. At speed kills 85. Said tired as hell.
I know that sentiment. So, CJ, are you still there?
At speedkilts85. Said management in that place are some of the most unappreciative cocksuckers I've ever met. If I wrote a list of what I done today, you would call me a liar. And they wanted to say I'd be wrote up if I. At speedkilts85. Said didn't get my charting done today before I left. And I told them if you bring me a goddamn write-up, it better say termination.
Yeah. I hate the way they treat you guys. I have a serious question for you, though, that pertains to what you do for a living. Um,
At speedkilts85.
Wheelie
Said okay.
is still in severe pain. And she's finally able to urinate, but her throat is still very fucked up. She cannot transfer from the bed to the bathroom, like to her wheelchair into the bathroom yet. And tomorrow or the next day, they're pushing her out of the hospital. And they're pushing her into one of those facilities like you work at.
Said of course not, she hasn't started physical therapy yet.
They're pushing her into one of those places where you work at. It may end up being far from me because there's only 5 where we live. One of them is completely out of the question. And if it is, it's going to make it extremely hard for me to visit her all the time because we won't have the gas to do so. So my question is, we're shooting for 1 to 2 weeks, 3 at the most, of her being in something like that and then being home. So my question is, please tell me what I have to. What's the best thing that I can do? What do I have to do to keep her safe in one of those places? Keep her from getting sick or mistreated or anything, because I don't know. but she can't come home. She has to go there. And I don't think it's right for them to push her out of the fucking hospital, but we don't matter. So,
At Speed Kilts 85. Said it's not that she's not gonna be safe or mistreated. Or even getting sick. She will be okay. She can't stay in the hospital because physical therapy is vital to her recovery.
so there's nothing I can do. Okay. Hard pill to swallow, but okay.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said then again she may not even have to do therapy. She may just need a couple weeks to heal depending on the type of surgery. She will be fine. There's a lot of good CNAs in the world.
She needs physical and occupational therapy. Both. She had a
At Speed Kilts 85.
ACDF.
Said there are shitty ones too, but it just comes with the environment.
I just want her home. I want her home. I want to be able to take care of her. I want her home.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said you can't do the therapy she needs.
Yeah, I guess not. A lot of things apparently I can't do. All right, well, thank you.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said she's in good hands, bro. Let them do what they need to do to get her back home. At Speed Kilts 85. Said long-term care facilities aren't inherently neglected by occupation. The biggest issue is being short-staffed, and that makes it to where CNAs can only spend a set amount of time per room. At Speed Kilts 85. Said but physical therapists are good at what they do. At horn_of_plenty 2629. Said you can give her love and support. And you can have faith and trust that they will take care of her.
I'm trying. I'm trying, but that's really hard considering the very first day of her surgery, the doctor wanted to send her home.
Like to help out, feel free
it
to
wasn't
donate
until
to my
I
PayPal.
started
Every bit helps
bitching
and
and the
is
nurse
appreciated but never expected.
started
Thank you and
agreeing
enjoy
with
your
me
time here.
that he decided she would stay in the
PayPal.me/Viking073.
hospital for as long as she has already, which is only technically 24 hours. Yeah, I agree.
_of_plenty
I very much
2629. Said doctors are heartless dastardly. At Speed Kilts 85. Said my aunt just got the same surgery done like 2 months ago and she was in a LTCF for like 2 weeks. And she came out great. Couldn't hardly bear her own vertical stance before and walks great after.
Okay, CJ. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just scared to death, and I miss her. I miss her terribly. I don't want to go to bed and sleep because bed smells like her, and I can't have her. Then they tell me they're gonna put her in one of those places, and all I can think of is she's just gonna be forgotten about or get sick and.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said well we're gonna need 8 of it on a daily if you don't stop worrying.
Yeah, tell me about it.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said that's not how those places work, bro.
Okay.
At born _of plenty 2629. Said hey brother I understand. But you gotta be strong for her. At Speed Kilts 85. Said you've got worst case scenario imagination running wild when it shouldn't be.
Okay.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said I'm gonna have to call the place and tell them you need a bed beside her and to put you on comfort measures rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, they won't do that because the kind of room that she's getting, she'll be in with a roommate, not alone.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said Ataban and morphine for you twice daily face with tears of joy.
Yeah.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said tell them to zonk you out until June ends face with tears of joy.
Right. Yeah, I really don't like her doctor at all, Horn. I mean, like I said, he tried to push her out the first day, just like an hour after surgery, while she was still heavily medicated from the sedation. And then when I was talking to him about it, because he called me and said, she's ready to go, she's ready to be picked up. I was talking to him about why she's ready to go all of a sudden, and he hangs the phone up on me. Instead of talking with me, he's just like, well, that's how it is, you know. And hangs up. I was like, you son of a bitch.
At Speed Kills 85. Said that's Californication.
I know, CJ, but I'm stuck here. I don't have a choice. Him at Serrano.
At Robber737. Said hey waving hand bro, I just got home from work, watched a tad of the beginning to get the update on wheelie hugging face.
Thank you, Rob. smoke a fat one, Serrano.
At speed kills 85. Said oh no poor Jose. At Robber 737. Said don't worry too much like CJ said. I can tell you the rehab place is usually way better than nursing home type places. My brother had to do that once or twice. He came out in better shape then.
Yeah.
At Robber 737. Said when he left hospital and especially VS coming straight home and not having medical assistance and around the clock monitoring.
Yeah.
At speed kills 85. Said and I'm wondering if the reason the doctor was ready to send her home, is maybe he thought you had your own PT/OT workers lined up to do it at home. Cause there's a lot of people that do that.
Nope. Nope, it's just the policy. I don't know if you have this kind of insurance out there where you are, but if you do, the minute I say the name, you'll be like, oh, well, that figures. It's Kaiser Insurance.
At Robber 737. Said and just use Discord face call, you can see each other thinking face and talk. At speed kills 85. Said never heard of them.
Well, they're really bad. Their policy is get them in, get them the fuck out. They did it to her when she had her gallbladder removed too. Even the fucking nurse who is in the hospital that was taking care of her was upset that they shoved her out. Said no, it's way too soon for her to be going home. Especially because from the gallbladder she almost died, because when it ruptured It was septic. So she went sepsis inside. So they had to cut, open her up, get it out, stitch her back up. And of course, she just had surgery, you know what I mean? Like, literally just an hour before. And the doctor's like, call me up on the phone. Oh, you can come get her now. I'm like, what do you mean come get her? He's like, oh, we just finished her surgery. She's ready to go home. I say, she's not staying in the hospital? He's like, nope, we don't do that. She doesn't need to stay. So I go pick her up. She's, of course, zonked out of her fucking mind because she's still, under the anesthesia, right? So she's barely able to really communicate with me at all. They wheel her out of the building and I pull up and I'm like, I asked the orderly who's got her, I'm like, can you help me get her into the SUV? Because I'm not a nurse, I'm not a damn doctor. I don't know how to lift her after having this surgery. And they specifically said, no, we can't do that. We cannot help you lift her. Hi, Wheelie.
At RSR_Edward E99. Said hi Viking and Wheelie and chat. At Robber737. Said Wheelie hugging face orange heart yellow heart. At RSR_Edward E99. Said how are you Wheelie? At RSR_Edward E99. Said hey Rock and Speed. At SpeedKills85. Said hey girl will you tell this guy to stop worrying so much grinning face with sweat. At SpeedKills85. Said yo scissor hands on coming fist. At Robber737. Said Edward hand purple blue piece. At Knifin. Said if you would like to help out, feel free to donate to my PayPal. Every bit helps and is greatly appreciated but never expected. Thank you and enjoy your time here. PayPal.me/VikingWolf73. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said I was just given a prescription. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said Lassenger.
Yeah.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said I choked on my flexor ill.
Right. Ed, she's not ignoring you, by the way. She just didn't see it. And she's not typing with her fingers, she's talking.
At HWP_WheelieSim75.
Which is bad for her throat.
Said hey guys. At RSR_Edward E99. Said oh okay no problem. At RSR_Edward E99. Said just relax Wheelie. At SpeedKills85. Said only way to get it back to normal is use it. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said sorry I'm using thumbs, can barely speak to my nurses. At Robber737. Said we here for you both and sending big hugs hugging face. At RSR_Edward E99. Said I finished my 24HR Nords race tonight, finally now onto LE Mans. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said the problem with my voice right now is the swelling from the surgery.
Yeah, guys, so when they do this particular surgery, they go in from the front and they take and move
At Speed
everything
Kills 85.
over.
Said yep, totally normal.
So the vocal cords, the throat, all that stuff, they grab it and move it over to the side so that they can access the spinal cord and the discs from the front and do the fusion. It's a pretty morbid thing to but it's the only way it can be accessed. I love you, Wheelie. I miss you terribly.
At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said morbid and painful AF. At Robber737. Said no need to apologize and no need to talk or type, we just glad you dropped in Wheelie and hoping for the best, folded hands. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said I love you too VW, and you're not the only one missing their spouse.
Okay. Do you want me to come up and see you tomorrow?
At SpeedKilts85. Said just make sure you give the therapists a good workout, grinning face with sweat. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said Ty Rob. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said that would be awesome if we can afford the go-go juice.
Yeah, Mike gave me the money. He put he put the gas money on the PayPal so that I can come up and see you while you're there in the hospital. Being we don't know where you're going to be housed at yet, he hasn't, you know, figured out if he can put that on or not.
At SpeedKills85. Said the well, go-go juice should have came in prescription form, face with hand over mouth. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said clapping hands.
Do you know what time you want me to come up, or do you want me to wait until you contact me?
At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said unfortunately several of the skilled nursing facilities are further away from our house than the hospital is. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said only because I don't want to be feeling like I did this morning, I will message you after their PT and OT put my body through the ringer.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, do you want me? I wanted to ask you, do you want me to bring you your mug? Or do you just want to keep drinking the little tiny things that they're giving you? With your big long straws. Oh, that's fucking night pot.
At Nightbot. Said if you would like to help out, feel free to donate to my PayPal. Every bit helps and is greatly appreciated but never expected. Thank you and enjoy your time here. PayPal.me/VikingWolf73. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said my arms are too weak to pick up the mug.
Are they? Alright. Alright. Yeah, it was just a thought.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said WTGVW.
Thank you.
At Robber737. Said I gotta change, eat and shower and stuff. I'll try to come back before you sign off.
Okay.
Get your rest, wheelie hugging face. At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said Ty Rob.
Do you want Kelly or Ellie or any of those?
At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said I'd be afraid to lose Kelly.
Okay.
At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said bring Bo.
You want Bo? Okay. I'll bring Bo.
At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said because you gave him to me, it'll be like having a part of you with me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I just wasn't aware that he made you feel protected, so yeah, that's fine. I'll even sleep with him tonight for you. Yeah.
At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said I was just going to ask if you would do that.
Yep.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said I don't know about necessarily protected, but love because you gave him to me for Valentine's Day, and he is definitely a part of you and you are a part of him because you gave him to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Listen, I already told you this before, but I'm gonna say it again. With some added stuff to it. One is I'm not going anywhere, and you're not getting harder for anyone to deal with. Number two is, to add to that, I may not always like the choices that they're doing as far as putting you in one of those places, and it may scare the shit out of me, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to get through it together and get back home to each other either. So I'm doing my best to support you and the decisions that I don't really care for.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said flex biceps.
Because we are a team, right? You and me.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said I appreciate that BW. At SpeedKilts85. Said it'll all be fine and work out for the best. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said we are absolutely a team.
Just know I'm doing my best, okay? I can't promise you that I'm not going to be a nervous wreck until you're back with me. I can't.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said you are the yin to my yang and there's no one else I'd rather bang, though it's going to be a few months. Pleading face.
I'm very aware of that.
At SpeedKilts85. Said 2 nuts of a sap you 2R. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said having autism is not easy for you either.
No. And to be perfectly honest, I'm just remembering so much of all that happened with Pop. I mean, they sent him out of there into one of those facilities, and he was in there for 48 hours when I had mentioned to a nurse about his urine color, and the nurse came in and said his stomach looks distended, and I'm like, yeah, he's swelling up. So she pushed on him and, oh God, okay, we need to get him back to the hospital. But the hospital pushed him out. And so they get him back into the hospital. I'm told to go home. And well, we know the end of that one.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said, and you get spooked by any changes, and this is a huge change for you.
Yes.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said, I'm sure that what's going on is giving you some PTSD flashbacks of your father, but keep in mind, what your dad had and what's going on with me are two completely different things.
I know.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said, the nurses have assured me that they are not going to boot me out while I'm still having trouble swallowing because that's dangerous.
Well, at least we have that going for us.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said, and Kaiser would not bother giving me a booklet on being an inpatient today if they were going to boot me out to the nursing facility tomorrow.
I don't know, it's just the way that I guess she is your caseworker.
85.
It's just the way your
Said, you can tell
caseworker
them
made
if
it
you
sound.
try. I have a husband that turns green, smirking face.
Dude, I'm worse than green. I turned 50 shades of fucking nasty. But only for the people I love. Yeah, we got P1.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said, trophy checkered flat wolf face clapping hands.
Thank you. Oh no, not again. It is, isn't it? You bastards. It's rally. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to have to drive a rally.
At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said did they kill Kenny?
Ha!
At HWP underscore
No.
WheelieSim75. Said you said they were bastards.
Yeah, because I thought they were going to make me do another rally, but it was, you can have this car, a rally car. So they were giving me a car. Oh. Oh, wow. Red Bull. Shit. No.
At SpeedKilts85.
Hurricane,
Said have you
yeah.
ever seen the Lamborghini Huracan Stereo? At
Hurricane,
HWP
but
underscore
not
WheelieSim75.
Stereo.
Said gotcha.
Oh my God, my fucking nose hurts so bad. Ah. Mm.
At
Sounds what?
SpeedKilts85. Said sounds like Sterato.
Sterrato? No, I haven't seen one. Just the Huracan. Oh, you would put it in the rain too, you jerks. You big
At
jerks.
SpeedKilts85. Said it's a fucking rally beast. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said why is your nose hurting? Nose. At SpeedKilts85.
Because when I was...
Said check FB.
Alright, hold on. Because when I was shaving, I pushed too hard with the razor and it really, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it like really irritated the skin just like literally just under the nostrils on both sides, and it's fucking, it burns. It's so sore. Ah, I can't believe they gave me the rain, bastards, in a GT1. Oh yeah, I gotta check Facebook. What the fuck? They put a Lamborghini in the dirt? Wow. That's crazy. God damn it. Oh, fucking.
At SpeedKilts85. Said it's a monster bro. At SpeedKilts85. Said it's on Horizon 5 and 6. Wish GT7 would bring it.
Well, you know how that goes, CJ. The minute that games start getting popularity because they're getting, better cars or newer cars, then all of a sudden GT starts to toe the line because look how it played out when Rensport gave us the fucking new Porsche 911. Even though Rensport is not doing well, then all of a sudden fucking Gran Turismo gave us the same exact Porsche. So if it's getting, popularity in those games, then we'll wind up getting it.
At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said I agree with UVW. At SpeedKilts85. Said I need to go try it again and see what's what.
On what? Oh, Rensport? Dude, I wouldn't even bother. I went back and tried, with all the updates and everything, tried the Project Motorsports. It's still garbage.
At Nightbit. Said if you would like to help out, feel free to donate to my PayPal. Every bit helps and is greatly appreciated but never expected. Thank you and enjoy your time here. PayPal.me/VikingWolf73. At SpeedKilts85. Said yeah. And PD already has the licenses with the Hurricane, so they should be able to bring this Hurato. LOL, gotta spell it like that. It was getting much better last time I tried it.
Right. Honestly, I can't wait for BeamNG and ATS. Are you munching down popsicles, Wheelie?
At SpeedKilts85. Said Horizon has changing seasons. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I understand. It just, I don't know. You're probably not going to be able to understand, but I do better with like a structured thing, you know what I mean? Like put on a racetrack. It's a structured race. It's, you got to turn this way, turn that way. There's a certain amount of laps. There's this, that, and the other.
HWP_WheelieSim75.
Open world stuff is just.
Said I nodded off until you mentioned me.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. I was just asking if you were eating popsicles.
At speedkills85. Said I want a hybrid of like Horizon maps with the GT7 driving physics. Would be so sweet. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said it's okie dokie, I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay. I love you. Sleep well. I'll wait for your call tomorrow to tell me when to come up.
HWP_WheelieSim75. Said but the answer was yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, CJ, but it's just the way I am. So if there's no actual destination, no set amount of laps, no nothing like that, it just, I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. And I technically kind of feel just lost.
At speedkills85. Said there is.
Well, I thought you said it was open world.
At speedkills85. Said there is circuits and sprints. Also cross-country races. And dirt racing. Open work means you can drive around a big-ass open map. Then race as you like.
Okay.
At speedkills85. Said yeah, it's equivalent to like a 30-mile open map to just cruise the roads, or go racing. Or do PR stunts like drift zones, danger signs, which are jumps, speed traps and speed zones.
Got you.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said I love you too VW. At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said I had a horrible lag, sorry.
No, it's all right. You go night-night. Sleep well. I hope your throat feels better tomorrow.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said I had some popsicles and one of my popsicles. The side of the stick fell off, got my gown and chin pad for the neck brace all sticky.
Oh, shit. Did they do anything to fix it?
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said so the nurse had to have me lay completely flat so she could take my neck brace off and change the sticky pad so it wouldn't be sticky.
Yeah.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said hey, did you know that when you can't swallow your spit and they make you lay down? There's a suction thing you can have in your mouth, kind of like at the dentist office?
No, I did not.
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said it's a different mouth portion.
A different mouth portion? I don't understand. In other words, if you look
At HWP_WheelieSim75. Said in other words, if you look at the one that the dentist has, the part that you actually stick in your mouth has a slightly different look than this one that Kaiser has.
Oh, got you.
At HWP_WheelieSim75.
I do, yes, I remember.
Said will you remember what that suction thing at the dentist looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that sucks the spit from your mouth or the water as they're cleaning your teeth.
Yeah. I remember that.
At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said this is a fatter version of that.
Okay.
At RSR underscore Reborn. Said hey Wheelie how you doing? At RSR underscore Reborn. Said sub Viking.
Hey, Reborn. How you doing, bud?
At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said and the plastic is more flexible.
More flexible, okay.
At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said I will let BW explain.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll explain Reborn, because he's not typing very well. And, her throat is really messed up right now, so she really shouldn't be talking. She should actually be going to sleep now. So she's still having trouble with swallowing, and she's still in a really horrendous amount of pain. At the moment, she's still in the hospital, but probably in a couple of days, they're going to put her in a skilled nursing facility, like a rehab facility, that she'll probably be in for 2 to 3 weeks, where they can work physical therapy and occupational therapy with her, and get her to where she can at least transfer from the bed to on a transfer board from the bed to her wheelchair, so that she can get from the bed area to the bathroom on her own with her wheelchair. So we're not completely out of the woods yet, and sadly I don't get my baby girl yet, but
At RSR underscore Reborn. Said gotcha.
and the reason why
RSR underscore Reborn. Said the only way is up.
yep. The reason why her throat is so messed up is because when they do this particular kind of surgery, they cut the throat, the incisions on the neck in the front, and they grab all the stuff, your throat, your vocal cords, everything, all that. They grab it and they move it all to one side of the incision, so that they can get access
At
to
RSR underscore red.
the spinal cord.
Said checkered flat, clinking glasses.
To do the fusion and everything else. Hi, Red.
At HWP underscore Wheelie Sim 75. Said the esophagus and vocal cords.
Yeah.
At RSR underscore Reborn. Said I hear you. At RSR underscore reborn. Said Red you better be in photo lobby. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said hand pink waving.
How's your sub count doing today, Reborn?
At RSR underscore red. Said I just woke up Reborn Lord. At RSR underscore reborn. Said Viking you are welcome to join Photos lobby too.
Okay. Thank you.
At RSR underscore reborn. Said sub going down.
Yeah, mine
At
too.
RSR underscore reborn. Said enough. At RSR underscore reborn. Said and down.
Yeah, mine's
At RSR underscore
mine's
reborn.
been dropping.
Said enough. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said it will give you something to keep your mind distracted.
Yeah, I know, baby girl.
At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said wolf face checkered black clapping hands. At RSR underscore reborn. Said red. At RSR underscore reborn. Said me too, just walk the puppet.
Just walk the puppy.
At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said well if your puppy is anything like HPG's puppy, bathroom break. LOL grinning squinting face.
Right.
At RSR underscore reborn. Said Wheelie pray for a speedy recovery.
Thank you, everyone, for
At
showing
HWP
Wheelie all that
underscore
love and
WheelieSim75.
care.
Said I go nighty night now.
All right,
At
baby
RSR
girl, I
underscore
love
reborn.
you. I love you so much,
Said
baby.
LOL, he's a good boy.
You're my whole world. Please never forget it.
At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said thank you Reborn and everyone else. At RSR underscore reborn. Said image jump to photo now. More than
Okay.
welcome to join.
Okay.
At RSR underscore reborn. Said peace and love.
Peace and love.
At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said peace symbol sparkling heart. At HWP underscore WheelieSim75. Said I love you BW.
I love you too, baby girl. My whole world.
At HWP underscore
Good night, baby.
WheelieSim75. Said good night.
Good night, baby.
At night. Said if you would like to help out, feel free to donate to my PayPal. Every bit helps and is greatly appreciated but never expected. Thank you and enjoy your time here. PayPal.me/VikingWolf73.
Why in the hell do they have a GR3 in a race with GR1 cars? What the?
At Robber737. Said I'm back lurking.
Welcome back. That car does not belong in this race.
At RSR_red. Said Rob checkered flag. At Robber737. Said GG. At Robber737. Said red hand purple blue PCO.
GG. Still do not know what the hell that could. Look at all these cars are GT1. All of them. Mine. And then all of a sudden you have a GR3 Viper in there. Like, makes no sense. GT1 24-hour Le Mans. Oh, is that the... No, it's only 5 laps. Okay. What time is it? 9:58. On a Friday. I didn't even know what day it is. That's how fucked up I am right now. Thank you, thank you.
At Robber737. Said oh boy I like this track.
Yeah.
At RSR_red. Said put that work in big dog.
We're gonna do it. Yep, we're doing it. putting in the work.
At night but said if you would like to help out, feel free to donate to my PayPal. Every bit helps and is greatly appreciated but never expected. Thank you and enjoy your time here. PayPal.me/VikingWolf73.
Uh-oh. Didn't mean to cut that much of it. Shit. Wow, no pen? Shit. Okay. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy.
At Robber 737. Said you're on pole by over 3 seconds fast forward.
Am I? Oh. I didn't know it was by over 3 seconds. All right. Final race. Try to avoid the traffic and drive at your own pace. Oh, gee, you think? No rain? Nope, no rain. All right. Ah, thank you, because I am not good with these cars.
At Robber 737. Said GLHF.
See? Did you see that? Why in the hell is there a GT3 Viper? Look, there's another one. I don't get it. That's weird. Oh shit. God. Yeah.
At Robber 737.
Thank you.
Said nice lap and GGS.
Thank you.
At Robber 737. Said you did just fine with that car flexed biceps.
Well, it's also because it's on um Le Mans. Sorry, my head's all fucked up right now. And Le Mans does have some twists and turns, but they're not, like really sharp and abrupt like putting these cars on fucking Fuji, dude. Uh, know what I'm saying? Seven laps of whoa. Barcelona. Wow. I hate Barcelona. Oh, do I hate Barcelona? Well, I do believe I'm gonna call it a night. Obviously, I've had a rough day. What
At
is
Speed Kilts
Barcelona?
85.
Yeah, Barcelona's a
Said
shit
shit
track.
track.
Barcelona's definitely a shit track. I actually love Fuji. I like both. I like both. Um,
At Robber 737. Said the
um,
Fuji cars are the old GR2, they're way more twitchy than the GR1. At
yeah,
Speed Kilts 85. Said yeah Barvelones.
yeah. I don't like Barcelona at all.
At Speed Kilts
Um,
85.
I like
Said
both.
Barvelonia.
I like both versions. Versions. That's what word I was looking for of Fuji. But I do not like them with the GR2 cars. No. Just know.
At Robber737. Said Barcelona Catalunya sucks.
Yeah, it does. Ugh. Obviously, I am not looking forward to that race, and I have to do it in order to beat the power pack and open up the 24-hour Le Mans and the 24-hour Nordschleife. Forza
At
Motorsports is pretty fun.
SpeedKills85. Said funny enough on Forza Motorsport it's pretty fun face with open mouth dashing away.
Barcelona? Ooh, I can't imagine that. Wow. Oh. Oh man, I'm hoping that next week is a much better uh
At
combo
SpeedKills85.
for us. Way
Said oh
better.
yeah. The track is fun to drive on there. At Robber737. Said BC Forza 2 Arcade if Catalunya is fun the game is bullshit face with tongue rolling on the floor laughing face with tears of joy.
I told you, Rob. I told you. And you heard TK's agree with me. This game here that we're all in love with is just as much arcade as freaking Forza, dude. They are simcades. They are not actual sim racing games. So, as much as I love you and you're my coach, that argument holds no water, bro.
At SpeedKills85. Said no it's just the way the tracks approached is nicer and actually fun.
I'm telling you guys, man, if all of you would take a chance, you know, when you have a real computer or whatever.
At Robber737. Said no
And-
GT7 is simcade Forza is arcade big difference.
And
At SpeedKills85.
and try like
Said I wish I could stream it and show you guys.
try like iRacing or LMU. Man, you guys would just, I'm telling you, day and night difference. You would shit yourselves. It is really freaking hard to drive in those games. And there's no
At
like
SpeedKills85. Said what's so arcade about it then Mr. Rob? At
Yeah.
Robber737.
there's no like, you know,
Said I watched other streamers Forza wastebasket face with tears of joy.
no safety shit like you can't blow your engine. Oh no, bullshit. If you if you downshift at the wrong time or shift into
At
neutral and
SpeedKills85.
punch the gas, you blow up the fucking
Said that
engine.
try-harding bullshit is ridiculous. Race cars are not hard to drive. At SpeedKills85. Said come on Mr. Wastebasket tell me what's so arcading?
But then again, too, those actual sim racing games, they don't have all the fluff that we do. So they don't get the really nice paint jobs, the shiny blah blah blah. It's graphics aren't that great. The cars are not all pretty and everything like these. You know,
At SpeedKills85.
it's more about
Said millions of players can't be wrong.
it's more about the car
At Robber737.
itself and how it drives.
Said Catalunya is fun equals absolute proof CJ face with tongue rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh my God, you two, I swear to God. You two are like fire and gasoline, man. All right, well, I'm calling it. You guys take care. I love you guys so
At
much.
SpeedKills85.
Thank you for for coming
Said
in,
come on, give me a valid point.
hanging out with me.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said I'm
Asshole-y.
fire. Rob
Asshole-y.
is Asso-line.
I appreciate you guys hanging with me at this difficult time, really. I can't tell you how much it means to me. I love you all. I'll see you sometime tomorrow.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said rolling on the floor laughing.
Take care, everyone.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said he'll smoke Rob with a Twingo.
Twingo.
At Robber 737. Said BSCJ millions both were Newscom and commies. At Robber 737. Said don't tell me millions can't be wrong. At Speed Kilts 85. Said no now.
Turn the key, hear the motor cry. White lines blur as the seconds die. Adrenaline spikes, no fear in my veins. I live on the edge, I dance with pain. Sirens wail, but they're way behind. I'm already gone, left time confined. Grip so tight, knuckles bone white hard. Speed is my god and I push it hard. No mercy.
At Robber 737. Said you can't fix stupid face with tongue rolling on the floor laughing face with tears of joy.
Catch me if you can. I'm fire on wheels, a hellbound man. Break the limit, tear the land. Born to run. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Need for speed, I make my stand. You chase the ghost, I vanish fast. I live to win. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Cash needle buried, screaming red. Every turn a coin, tossed with death. Fuel and blood mix in my soul. Full throttle life, no self-control. Concrete flies beneath my feet. Every separate film feels so complete. Rules are changed.
At Robber 737. Said BCB get more sleep bro Vulcan salute.
I'm gonna try like hell, guys.
Full of techno backing. Catch me if you can. I'm lightning fast, no master plan. Burning rubber, shattered past. Born to run. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Engine screams like a battle chant. You see my tail lights fade to black. I live to win. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. How fast? Now, no turning back. Blast, crash. I'm on the attack.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said sounds like a song Herpes would sing Two-Face with hand over mouth.
What?
Is the law. Fear I never saw.
You don't like my ending song?
Chase me, trace me, try to survive.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said catch me if you can.
Oh, God.
Catch me if you can. I'm a razor blade on asphalt land.
At Speed Kilts 85. Said yeah I like it. Dickhead it's a funny.
Uh-huh. You know, nobody actually wants to catch the herpes.
Catch me
At speedkilts85. Said say that to 40,000 Austin, Texas spring breakers.
I don't think they actually want to catch them. I think they're just catching them because they're fucking stupid. Having unprotected sex. And not even, with like one person, like they're being promiscuous. So, yeah. If you're going to play around, there's a special way to do it. Goddamn rejects. Yeah. Uh-huh.
At speedkilts85. Said goddamn rejects.
All right. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow sometime.